If you have a cat or some other sort of critter, they probably have a spot in your house where they do their business, so stay tuned to see how I made this area look a lot better. Alright, so like most projects, I started over at the hardware store and picked up myself a couple of sheets of MDF. I've got a car, not a truck, so I like to get the 2-foot by 4-foot sheets. A little bit more expensive, but it works for me. I also picked up some 1x2 pre-primed pine, and that's going to act as the frame of this little enclosure. Use my Craig jig to do pocket holes, and I'm going to use that for the primary fasteners on this project. And I'm just making all of this using rough sketches. I took some measurements of the litter box we're trying to enclose, as well as their litter and scooper and a little broom and dustpan that I want to have fully enclosed in this thing. And so got all my pieces pre-cut and put together, and you can see here that I'm starting with a frame. That last piece there, I left the bottom part of that off because that's going to be where the door goes, and I want this to be completely flush to the ground where the litter box can slide in and out easily. So got my MDF and everything cut to size after the frame was made. I did the frame first just to get the exact measurements, and then once I had that, I was able to get my MDF cut to the exact sizes. You can see I just have a little job site table saw, so I don't have the luxury of being able to cut these pieces super easily. Had to flip them around. So once they were all cut to size, I got them glued and nailed. And anytime I'm using the brad nailer in this project, I'm just showing here doing 4 corners because it's a lot of brads. But rest assured, I did a lot more of that, but only going to show all 4 corners here for this video. We want this thing to match the rest of the decor in our house, so we're going to put a bunch of trim and molding around it. So you can see once I've got this thing skinned, I went ahead and cut the door out using my jigsaw. You can see the door's pretty large, and that's so we can get the litter box out and all of the other supplies behind it. And here I am adding those baseboards. Again, this thing is going to look ridiculous. I keep calling it the Taj Mahal of litter box enclosures. Adding in that separator piece now, and then here comes the trim. And this is the same casing that we use around all of our doors and windows, as well as a little touch of crown molding on the top, just to really take this whole thing over the top and completely unnecessary. I didn't get a bunch of great footage on how I did this door, but it's pretty simple. Basically just some hinges, and added a little extra blocking on the back just because it's 1/2-inch MDF. And then for the cabinet hardware, or the door hardware rather, I'm just using this magnet push latch, and this should keep it in place for everything we're going to be using it for. Adding just a couple of final trim details here, and then once I got it all caulked and spackled, I took it over to get painted and sprayed it down with the same color that our trim and baseboards are inside, and this thing is ready to go inside. So here it is. You can see how it looks way better than when we had the everything just out in the open. The cats should use this no problem. And again, I hope this inspires you if you've got a cat or a couple of cats and you want to make their litter box area look a little bit better. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this of me doing DIY stuff around the house. And thanks so much.